you do have a lot at your disposal that you can flex. I follow you on Twitter. I follow the team on Twitter as well. Noticed that yesterday when not one, not two, but three of your recruits were named McDonald's All-Americans, you tweeted out, welcome to the club, and you were not referring to the team, the University of Michigan, were you? You were, right? I saw that.
No, I was not referring to I was referring to the fact that I was once a McDonald's All-American in 1991 in Springfield, Massachusetts, but, I don't remember that.
No, but what I'm saying is you can bring a lot, like how much have you been able to flex like this and use it to, obviously not to your advantage, but to inspire and to coach? Have you brought in many of the Fab Five, if not all of them? Have you incorporated them at all into your coaching over the last year plus?
Well, last year, there have been, some of my former teammates at the University of Michigan have, put their head and stepped their foot in practice and sat there and watched and also communicated and talked to some of our guys. Jimmy King has been around the program pretty much, every time we had a home game, he was there. Jalen Rose, Jalen has season tickets, and he was, whenever he had time, when he wasn't working with the ESPN games or with ABC doing NBA Countdown, he came to some games, come out, support us, and he also was on the road when we played against Rutgers at the Rack. Jalen was sitting right behind the bench. Ray Jackson, my last home game here in Ann Arbor, he was, he surprised me. I, walked into my office as I was preparing for the game, and it was just beautiful to see. It almost brought me to tears. But then Chris, he tried to make the Michigan State game. He also tried to make the Rutgers game when we played at the Madison Square Garden, but because of the TNT schedule, it's really hurt his chances. But overall, I would say this, that I always talk about, my brothers and how they have impacted and helped me be the man and the player that I once was. But, these kids, they have Google, they have YouTube, they have access to social media. So I don't always have to, poke out my chest when I speak and in terms of when I am teaching, to say like, hey, I've done this before. There are a few times when I've had to acknowledge a situation where, give them an example of I've tried it and I know that it works. And then, if I had to, then I can show them. But that's why, I try to pretty much stay in decent shape and take care of my body. If I have to show them a post move or two or back to the basket, or whether it's a face-up jumper or a pick-and-pop jumper, or if they want to play one-on-one, then I'll let them know. Half court, I can win.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.